Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Okay, so good morning again, ladies and gentlemen who joined late. So, very interesting session with Chris White, joining all the way from United States. So let us come back to our next session. Very interesting session, and it's one of my favorite session. So we talk about now. So we talk now about manufacturing. That is something which is very close to our hearts. So manufacturing best practices of animal feed mills by Mahjood Alzahrani. Okay, so welcome, engineer Mahjood, for the show. So
Thank you very much.
Let me give a quick introduction to Mr. Mahjood. Mahjood is a feed mill plant manager with over 42 years of experience in feed milling and grain silos. Okay, 42. It's not 10, 12, 15, 20. It's 40 years, 40 plus years of experience. Based in Riyadh, Riyadh, he has led production, maintenance at multiple organizations, includes the great names like Arasco, Grain Silo, Floor Milling Organization, and other organizations. Mahjood holds a degree in mechanical engineering and excels in project management and operations. I personally know Mahjood. Okay, Mr. Mahjood. So we work together, and
Yes, sir.
so it was a great pleasure working with you. So thank you.
I am
And
very
thank you for
honorable to you, sir. I am very honorable to you, and you are really a teacher. I learn a lot from you, and even though, with regardless to the age issue, you are still. I consider you as one of the most teachers I have learned from. In the past 20 years, we have we have stayed in Arasco, and you lead the company from the paperwork to very highly sophisticated automation system, SAP. First it was BAN, and you transform the company from BAN to SAP. And I say you have built the company from scratch. It's now using your methods, using your balance scorecard issues, and I can't remember all of what you have done, but you have done a lot. I work with you for so many years, and I learn from you as a pioneer in the technology of systems and building manufacturing platforms. Actually, today, sir, I honor you the respect and the thankful too.
God bless. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for kind words. Yeah. So let us start our program today. Deep, can you help Engineer Mahjood to share the screen? If you are able to hear me.
I will share you the screen. You hear me now, sir?
We can hear you. Yeah.
Yes. Actually, we have started. Especially on manufacturing feed milling. Floor milling, it was a past stage, and now I am very specialized on feed milling technology assessment and designing of feed milling manufacturing factories and turnkey projects. Today I will share with you the best possible information I can just collect from my memory, where in the industrial of manufacturing it is very wide. It is it has so many stages run through from stage one. Today we are on fourth generation of manufacturing industries.
Ami, can you share the presentation? I think we need to share the present. You want to share it later?
It is shared, sir. It is shared.
Yeah.
Actually, we can't see the presentation.
Again,
At the bottom, do you see an option
now you
to
can see it.
No.
How
Uh,
come? How
Just
it
try,
is?
try. It is some.
It is here. I am sharing it, Sir Abdul Qadir, in the window. Wait a minute. Host. This. Where's sharing? Share.
yeah, hit on share, and then you need to select the presentation and share again. Hit on share again.
Okay, sir.
So you have it. I can share if you want. Yeah, if you can share me.
I do have it, sir.
If you just forward it to me, I can share it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And also I can.
Mhm.
Because I have it, but I am not sure whether
Yeah,
it is
go
available.
ahead if you have. If you, I try to share it now, sir, but choose what shared with data 65 contact window.
I
Okay,
don't know.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
all right. So it is share. Is it okay now, Sir Abdul Qadir?
Let me check it. Let me check it.
It is already shared.
Okay. Yeah, we can see it now. Yeah, we can see
You
your
can see
screen.
it.
Yeah. We can see your screen. But not
Okay,
in. Yeah. We can see your screen.
it's all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Please.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to join you today. Uh, this global introduction and forum of prepared and managed by Data Lab India, led by engineer Sheikh Abdul Qadir. And I am being proud to be part of this and share you this information. Uh, as we are understanding, the manufacturing, the feed manufacturing and flour milling, it is actually special industrial, related to human and animal feed and food. It should be it has a special care, special and very highly sophisticated equipment, and it has many aspects of quality controls and very high level of World Health Organization standards and local standards of each country, uh, because this is related to human food and even animal feed. It is in the end it's become a human food, the animal, all the types. The safety of our operation is very important, very sophisticated, and we have all of the industrial engineers on this field. They must give the safety and the quality priority number one. Actually, it is our safety and manufacturing. Actually, in manufacturing, starts from people. So you have to have good people, knowledgeable, and they are qualified to understand the business process and the type of process or the factory they are working on. From point of view, we have to teach them, we have to give them enough time to learn before they put their hand on the site. From day one, that they have to learn about the safety, about the hygiene, and about environmental of the manufacturing of the factory which is they are working on. The other point is it is how to build the team and to be very close to their factory, and they should be highly qualified people to operate the machinery inside that feed mill, which is part of, we call it processing, to process the production. In the end, the production is controlled by so many factors, and it will go through many steps of quality control, safety, and tests. There is a lot of parameters in the quality control department they are using, very highly sophisticated, like HPLC systems and other highly sophisticated today. It gives all the indication either to pass the production or not to pass it. And normally in this case, every factory should have a control sample of each batch or each production, because this is very important for information and to follow up the customer satisfaction. If you enter any plant and you have seen the premises of the plant and the machinery and clean and nice, and it is really taken care, that means this plant is within
Tommy,
the standard of.
changing the screen, like slides. Okay, so we are into page 2 only still.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, please make sure that
This,
it changes. Yeah.
oh yes,
No, pillars of excellence.
I went maybe faster, Mr. Abdul Qadir.
Pillars of excellence. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
Pillars of excellences. We talk about quality, and we have elaborated the most headlines on it. Efficiency and optimization. Any plant designed, basically it is designed to give a certain amount of production per day or per hour, and we have to utilize the plant to the best maximum operation level in safe way. Because if you try to run the plant beyond the box of the plant and you are started stretching the plant, it has a fatigue, and it will have a very bad impact in the plant. So there is a restriction should be followed in the optimization of the efficiency and the productivity of the plant. We should consider the safety also. It's part of not to run the plant over its capacity or stretching the machines beyond the designing capacity. We have always to stop to make a. We should have always utilize the machinery at the manufacturing design capacity, not beyond that. Otherwise, you are losing the safety of the plant and the safety of the production, and you will lose your equipment. The innovations inside the plants or feed milling and flour milling, it is always there. It is part of the continual improvement. You have to update your machinery. You have to refurbish your plant. You have to replace and the old equipment, which is it is advanced by new equipment. It makes the operation easy and safe, and it's also you are running parallel to the improvement of the manufacturing and new generations. Otherwise, you will stay on the same point where you start, which is today there is no place for the people who just stay in the same place. They have to go with the innovations and automation and generation, the next generation of industrial. We have here very important inputs for any kind of plants of food and feed milling. It's part of it is the raw material quality, and the raw material quality it is the most important and should be considered before any other issues. I think it is. I'm sure it is part of the success, because manufacturing of good quality, it will give you good production and good, even in the plant, it will be very good streamline production. And if you are trying to use any other alternative raw materials which is not in line with the quality, it will give you a very bad impact on your machineries, and you will face a lot of breakdowns. So it is important to have a very good standard raw materials. The process control and monitoring, it is part of the plant operation, and it should be at the best level of automation for safety, for monitoring, for controlling, for so you should have it all in one desk, so you can see your plant from one desk, supported with all the sophisticated equipment and signals. Because of the safety of the plant, it is actually number one. So if you don't have a good monitoring for your plant, you might have lose the whole plant. And we have seen so many accidents in the world that it is a wave out because of minor operation mistake, like overheating or overstressing or explosions or things like that. So we have to be we have to invest on the monitoring and controlling at the highest level. Normally, this part of the controlling, it costs about 30% of the project, which is very high amount compared to machinery and building. The controls and the sophisticated equipment are the most important on the manufacturing. So do not hesitate to spend 30% of the project cost on this issue, because it will save you and it will save the plant for long run. Environmental, we have also to take care of the environmental, and it is now worldwide order. It is not a demand, it's an order to every industrial. They should control the environmental, and they should not pollute the environment. It's environmental is our health. We are breathing, we are eating, we are farming, and all any other pollutions it will have its effect on and residual on our food. So today we have to be very careful to control the environmental pollutions. All feed mills and flour mills are equipped with environmental safety requirement, and that is the good thing of the feed milling and flour milling. That is part of the designing, and it is really the lowest actually you can call it in pollution and environmental pollution. It is the lowest risk, but still the manufacturers, they have take care of this point as its top priority of designing. Mainly, again, we go to maintenance equipment and management. There is a lot of maintenance management programs, maintenance management, equipment management, and the best thing is to go with the manufacturer recommendation, because they know well the effect of maintenance as per their equipment, and you should not innovate or try to add something which is might be not suitable for the equipment. Instead of you repair it and you maintain it, you will damage it, or you will it will has another it will give it very bad impact. So we have to stick to the manufacturer recommendation on maintenance management. And there is they are supplying now. Before we have to use the books. Today we have a hard disk. You just insert it in your computer and to show you all your plant equipment daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and annually maintenance. You have not to think of what to do. Everything is there with you. You should buy it and you should get it from the manufacturing supply, the factory suppliers. Also, you have to have your plant properly lined and labeled in line with maintenance programs, and you should be aware of how you would see the history of each equipment in your plant, how you when it comes to maintain what you have done, and these are relatively in the maintenance management equipment programs. Your people whom you put for maintenance technicians and engineers, they are your wealth actually, and you have to prepare them and to choose this and select them before they put their hands on the plant and the machineries, because the safety of human is priority. Putting somebody in the plant to do some maintenance and he doesn't know the risk of what he's doing, he might kill himself or lose himself, and then it will be eventually family issues. You have to train them. You have to give them always reminder. From time to time, you put them in a meeting room, serve them with good coffee and cake, and give them a reminder and a small lecture just to keep them safe. And it will also be, it has a very high impact on manpower. When you are doing that, they will work with you hardly, respectively, honestly, and dedicatedly. They will be dedicated very well to their job and to you. So you have to change also their the working environment and atmosphere to a friendly atmosphere. The supply of the supply chain logistic, it is related to so many issues, and we are talking here today about the proper stock of operational spare part, wear and tear, fast wear and tear, and strategic equipment spare part, like gearboxes, big motors, driving equipment, which is mainly for the main machines. That's we have to have enough stock of these spares and equipment. It is part of logistic handling, and it's essential to keep the plant running. And you should not.
Can you take page, please? Your screen.
This is agenda. It's already shared, sir.
Okay. So we are in agenda, right? Okay.
Yes, agenda.
To make sure.
We will go to customer and market focus. Actually, whatever you've done in your plant and you produce in your plant, if you don't have a compete quality and good material and good output and good uh, good marketing, you would not be able to run your plant and you will end up with very big losses. So you have to have your focus on your market intelligences. You should have your own intelligences. How's the market is changing from time to time. And at this agenda, the conclusion is to go to the next level of raw material quality and sourcing. Actually, the material sourcing, it is a very big chain supply issue worldwide, from high seas, from local, and you should have enough stock, enough. Should have a good lean time for your raw material to keep you running, and you should have reliable and reputable suppliers, wherein it will meet your highest quality, and they should have proven records worldwide. Otherwise, do not just to go for the somebody who just says, I have this material one time, and you may see him next time or you don't see him. You have to be very careful on supply chain management of your raw material. All these raw materials actually are supplied under very high certified tests and certification, and do not even take that as a guarantee. You should have test your material and raw material before you use it, and you should have it approved from your local legal authorities, because they have also control even in the imported material, wherein it is certified and it has all the aspects, but still you have to go to your local authorities to pass the material and accept it. I will just close the door just a minute, sir, because there is some noise. I'm sorry, just for 1 second, please. I am sorry because there is something going around on the next door to my house. So I just will stop it. I will stop it. Okay, sorry for the inconvenience and this problem. I solved it already. So I'm sorry, really, gentlemen. We will go to the storage and condition. Your material storage and condition should be at the highest hygiene, and it should be protected, ventilated, and it should be you should have a very good infestation control, and it is part of the material safekeeping. Otherwise, if you buy the best quality material from the world and you store it in a very bad place, it will have its own contamination and it will be very bad for the output of your production. So we should not only think how to buy, we should think also how to store, where to store, and how to maintain the storage. And this comes under the management chain, supply management, from A to Z. Today we have a lot of raw materials, substitute and alternatives, but we should not go for the cheapest raw material or the alternative, wherein it should be sometimes these materials only are good for the personal use, small farms, and the hello, sir, Abdul Qadir.
Yeah, please.
Okay,
Please proceed.
so this we have to have. If you are going to invest $1 million, $100 million in your plant, you should be able to use a good material and do not accept any other substitutes or alternative which is not fit your quality and your investments. The feed optimization, it is very highly precise, and we should follow the best formulation. Today, there is a lot of equipment in the world. They are making, you just put the material and it will calculate you the values, and it will give you the output of your raw materials, and it should be part of your system, like this formulation new models like Alex and many other equipment. Today, it's formulate the feed and the flour to the best level of quality, and it is updated, automatically updated worldwide. Now we'll go, gentlemen, to the process control and monitoring. The manufacturing, it has mostly are similar in flow diagrams with variable capacities, different capacities, and different suppliers methodologies, and they are in general the flow diagrams are the basic are the same from stage number 1 of receiving raw material to mostly stage number 9 or 12 of finishing the finished product, either in your warehouses or directly to your customers through bulk loading. Today, in the most of the best solutions is to handle the finished product in bulk, especially in feed milling, because it will be always in good quality. It will be not subjected to any expiration date or damages or heating. So the new advanced feed farms are using bulk. There is not too many today using bags, wherein it is pollutions and it's also affect the environment, and it's need a lot of manpower to handle. So the best solutions today is the handling the finished product in bulk, use it in bulk, and automated conveying system in the farms. And this is already known. It's almost 90% of the feed milling, animal feeds and farms are automated today also. And that's because of really the advanced technology of supply chain. The people, they learn from day to day, In my time, if you excuse me to tell you, we used to prefer bags and everything. Now, today, we prefer bulk, even in your house. If you buy, before buy kilo, today you buy by 20, 30, 50 kilos. So it is safe and cheaper and easy to handle and easy to long run. It will not really give you hard time to keep running behind things. The automation control, we say it is a must and it is the best. Today we are now going to the fourth generation of automation. It is the best practice of factories today. Hopefully soon we will go to the fifth generation of automation and industrial best practice by using the robotic and using it will be it will be highly safety, highly hygienic, and high speed also. And it doesn't mean that we are using robotic systems that we are eliminating the human work and the human requirement. It is an additional support to human support actually. And today, if you cannot be told and say that you have fourth generation plant if it is not automated and not operated robotically. If we look at it, this kind of operation and this kind of automation, it will save you a lot of money, a lot of power. So if we say the cost per ton is, example, 30 real or $10 operation cost, actual operation cost $10. If you are using your automation, very highly sophisticated automation, it will go to even 50% or even to 30%, 70%, sorry, less. So you are saving money, you are saving energy, you're saving environments, you save a lot of things by this automation and robotic equipment. It is free fuel-free equipment, and it will use the very low power consumption. Eventually, it will reduce your power cost, and which is the main factor is your power cost in your production. So you can also compete in the market. You can have a special, very highly remarkable low price. It's not because of low quality, but it is low price because of you are using the automation and more than using manpower and manual operation. And it will reduce your also overhead cost, maintenance, spare parts. Actually, we have today, we are running on this path and nothing better than that at all. So always keep in mind to automate your plant to the best level, and then you will see the impact. You can reduce also your manpower, labor-wise, but not engineers or technicians, but labor-wise, you can reduce them to even not zero, but close number to zero. The process standards are common in all feed milling and flour milling. Most of recipes are the same, and the quality standards are the same, and they should not there should be no any big variation between qualities. There is acceptable limit, low plus minus, and you have to maintain your safety, product and quality within the permissible percentage. Otherwise, you will not be in the market and you will just be end loser if you are not if you are be if you go be above that limits, which is the permissible percentage from all aspects in quality issues. There is no compromising at all. The same, we continued on product testing. We say it is regular. In feed milling, actually today we started with earlier with 1 or 2 samples. Today we are end up for one product before from first batch to the last batch. We end up with about 5 to 6 samples in line process from intake to the finished product bin, and even before bagging or before loading to the bulk loading. It is a continual follow-up of the product in different stages of production, after grinding, after conditioning, after pelleting, after cooling, and before going to the finished product bin. Finally, before you load it, you have to take sample before you load it or bag it, because the safety of the food of the feed, it's equal the safety of human and also animal, because you would be sure that you are sending the right material safe to the farms and to the market. Again, we talk about earlier in our agenda about traceability. You have to keep the samples, control samples in your warehouses, in your quality control, because you can protect your plant and defend your plant and defend your production against any claims. Laboratory equipment, before we used to have files and Excel files, and today it should be in line with production, with production files, and it should be monitored through ERP system. It should be mirrored to production manager quality. There is no any work behind or under or above. Every process should be clear for everybody. Transparency is a must practice in the manufacturing, and we are actually the quality control, it is the safety valve and the safety of the plant and safety of the product, and they have to work independently without any influence. This is they are auditing department, and they are the actually many people in the manufacturing, they are not in good relation with quality departments, because they tell them what is wrong, what is right. And today we are very clearly saying the quality control is independent department. It is observing, it is testing. They have the right to reject, they have the right to pass, and they should have no any influence, neither from the owner of the company or the factory or the management of the factory. They have all the access and all the rights to monitor the best practice and safe production. We talk about environmental early and waste management. Actually today on feed milling and flour milling, there is not a lot of waste management, not a wasted material, because the material goes into the plant. It runs through so many process of mixing, grinding and mixing and steaming, and very high, it is very high, it is taking part of very high control of temperatures, and very high temperatures also. It goes up to between 85 degree to 120 degree centigrade in feed milling. That it will assure you of safe contamination or any biological or any salmonella issues. So in the feed milling, there is not a lot of waste. The wasted material is the spillages. Normally, is the spillages in the we call it raw material handling, or in process loss material. We call it loss material, process loss material, and that's always goes to the outside for burning, even, or buried if it is not containing any environmental contamination or earth, soil, and water contamination. Otherwise, there is many specialized company. They are handling the industrial waste, especially the dangerous material. They have authorized, and they know they have their own protocols and their own way of authorities authorized by the government to get rid of that contamination. But we are very lucky in the feed milling and the flour milling. We don't have that kind of danger materials. It is all our, even the ingredients we are putting, it is good and safe and for the health of the bird and the animal and the human. Like it is like the vitamins, many of minerals and vitamins we are adding in feed mill and flour milling, the same in feed milling. There is no any danger of that environmental issue. So the water you are using in the boilers and in the plant addition for aroma, it is also should be very pure water, purified through RO plants. It is not just taking from the well or from the river or from the sea and added. It should run through an RO plant and to be as good as the drinkable water, and it should be a drinkable water before using it in the feed and flour milling. That's the part of operation requirement, like in timbering, like on in the flour milling, we are using it water for timbering, and in the feed milling, we are using it for boilers and for aroma in the mixer. It should be very highly drinkable water, less than 500 ppm. Less than that, it should, above that, it should be, you should be very careful, because it will cause a lot of rust and a lot of corrosion, which will eventually affect your machinery and your production, and it will reject in the end your production. Raw material is very important also to have a very good standard raw material for feed and flour milling. Now we go to the maintenance equipment management. As I say, gentlemen, today we have a very highly sophisticated maintenance management programs. It will give you the indication of the checklist, daily checklist, and preventive maintenance, weekly maintenance, and very rarely you should have a breakdown. If you are carrying a proper preventive maintenance, you would not have breakdown maintenance. Otherwise, that means you are a firefighter. If you are running on breakdown maintenance, that means you don't have no system, you don't have no proper, maybe no proper people, maybe no proper system. But if you find out your breakdown, total breakdown hours or shutdown hours goes to higher than 1%, that means you have something wrong on your maintenance programs. uh, because it is a continuity of your production, efficiency of your machinery depend on your maintenance programs. We will go to the part of it to reduce and to have not, you should not exceed 1% breakdown at the, that means you should have a good preventive maintenance and good spare part on time. That's part of logistic also. And if we talk about logistic, we talk about very, very, very big issue. Today we are lucky we have all these issues are controlled by computer and by you have not to scratch your head to find out what you're going to order. The systems will help you, the system will serve you, and you have only to click the buttons to get your supply from anywhere in the world. We will go to record keeping and labeling. As you can see, you have to create your record, which is we say systematically, and you will distribute to all departments. They have to be shared files for all the concerned department. These records and systems should be highly protected and highly safe, and you should have always, I am always doing this, I am always making backup of my plant every 15 days. So in case of corruption or failure or then I have not to wait for a long time to know what I have done or to search and dig. There is automation, there is a backup daily, hourly in the system itself, but you should have always outside backup in case of something goes wrong, God forbidden. You have to keep all these backups on a safe place. There is a special safe lockers. Again, it is against any fire or mishandling. Normally, there is a new IT department. Then they should have all the records on safety, and they should have backup of all the activities of the plant. Otherwise, if you have something fail, you cannot. You have no proof. You have then this has become an essential part of a daily operation to ensure your backup of activities. We go to the involvement and training. We talk about it in the agenda. You have to keep your people up to date on your thinking, your strategic plan. What are you driving to? What do you want them to do? And what you expect from them? And you have to take care of them. And also should have manpower will give you the best ever possible they can do if they have a very healthy environmental work environment. You have to they demand respect, they demand also entertainment, they demand food care, house care, and transportation, and they have communication with their families. If you entertain them that way, they will entertain you the best way. And they will also respect you, and they will give the best ever they can do. You have to share them their everything with you, as you are a family. The plant people, if they are 100 or 1,000 or 10 people, you have to treat them like a family, and you have to share them even their home troubles, family problems, and they will give you the impact of this will give you very high quality and very high and safe plant, and they will be dedicated to you as if they are dedicated to their families. We have to respect this part of the work environment. Healthy, we call it healthy working environment. And even though the manager or the director, when he come to the plant, he should not just sit in the corner and give lectures and meetings. He should respect and handshake everybody in that area he came across him. It will give him a feeling that I am recognized. I'm recognized as part of the team. I am important. So this is the responsibility of management, how to keep the people embraced and they are dedicated. They are each person in the plant. He's a safety sensor. He's a safety indicator. He's a reporter. He can report a problem, sound, whatever. If you want to gain that level from the people, you have to give them and work up to their expectation of respect and payment also. If you keep the people for 3-4 years without thinking of their lifting their skills and lifting their salaries and lifting their promoting them, then their output will become slow and maybe they think of another way. So this is very important, very, very important. You have to make everybody in your company as a share. He's a shareholder, as a share. Because if he feels that he's a shareholder, he will work hard because he know in the end he will get the benefit. And that is the very respectable and advanced companies they are doing today. Not they are doing it yearly, and some companies they are doing it every 6 months. They appreciate their people, they pay them. They say, look, today we have 100 million gain. We share you with some of the money we have. This will give the people very hard working day and night and it will dedicate them. About safety of the plant, we have said also, there is no compromising in safety. Regulations, you have to be very strict to regulation, rules and regulation, not because of to be a manager, but to be a responsible person, a human, caring about human life and the company assets, the sound in the market, the sound in the and the on the from all kind of aspects. It is no you have to be very strict with your safety of the plant. As we say, there is no compromising at all here on safety of the food, of the production, or the human, or the plant, or the equipment. It is the highest priority should be given. If we look at the HACCP, it is before HACCP, we call it ISO. And the first man who worked on ISO, I worked with engineer Abdul Qadir, ISO 9001. And it was like, what is this? We talked to engineer Abdul Qadir, what is this? What is the 9000? He says, this is the best manufacturing, the best practice of industrial and we work with Mr. Alan Fell also. He's also doing that job. We work also with the SGS. It all was as if it is a miracle or something we don't know. But after we realize the importance of the flow of the process of the ISO and the worldwide international standard, we are become very happy because it's protect us, protect the production, and it's give us a very good impact. Even in the marketing, if you have an ISO certified, your production will be very consumable, fast consumable, reliable, and people trust on you. Again, the critical control of HACCP, it is also another certification of food safety and controls, and it is related to the hazards on milling process, from raw material issue to final product or even to the consumer. So if you say I'm HACCP certified, it's give you another power. And today, every plant, every food manufacturing should have it. Otherwise, they have to review their systems and rules. All this we talk about, gentlemen, it will be like waved out if we don't put it on the mind of the people who are working under us. We have to teach them, they have to listen, we have to give this introduction and these lectures to them as we are talking it on our level, which we are thinking that we are not the best, but we are doing something good for the future generations. We have to teach them the same. We have to bring all these inputs from all the experts around the world. And what we are doing today with Freud's Indian lab, they have also very informative information. They are sharing it with everybody around the world. I can see it. And that will be part of continual learning.
Yeah, Usami, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we have
Now we
another
will
5 minutes. So
just
please,
I have, as
more
I'm going to
important
finish,
points.
Sir Abdul Qadir,
Mhm.
about the hygiene. As you can see, many plants. If you look at, if I went to a plant like this, I will close my eyes, then I will turn around and I will say this plant should be closed, should not be running, because it will give you the first impression about your plant and whom you are dealing with. Even if the customer comes to your plant to visit you and he sees your plant like this, then next day you will not see him at all. So you have to give it high priority, hygienic maintenance and sanitation issues, and that will not work without regular inspection and regular safety people and specialized people who follow this issue. The logistic is, again, so we talk about different angles, but we go back also to square number one, which is the most important. It's supply chain and logistic. It is work on planning, procurement, manufacturing, warehousing. We have talked all about these things. Inventory management, transportation. Also, it is part of logistic, and hygiene should be very highly hygienic in this part of transportation. And when it is go to distribution, you have to give hand over the product in safe and in intact condition, so it will be attractive to the customer. The salespeople, this is part of sales, customer and marketing focus. Actually, there is no use of any production if there is no proper marketing and proper customer care. And you have also to get the best practices. You always should go to your customer and ask him feedback. There is formats, there is information. You should link them also via system into your systems, management system, quality system, so they can complain, or if they have some issues, they should not run through many channels. They can just click the button and they share you the information and they complain if there's any. So this is also nowadays, with grace of God, it has become systematic from the customer, and if it is not, it should be, because this will give the satisfaction of the customer and he will reliability also. The last time, before the last, I am really thankful to Engineer Abdul Qadir and his team, Deep and other team. Thankful to everybody listening to the session, and I am proud that I have run more than 50% of my life on feed milling and floor milling. I have met so many engineers and experts, and I learn a lot, and I'm trying to contribute some of what I am learned with you and with our next generation. Hopefully, Engineer Abdul Qadir and his team will publish all what we have discussed for the teaching and continual learning on a special session where they can put all together these leaders in the world who join us today, available to everybody. It is a book. Each one of us, we can call it a book. It's not a 1 hour issue. It is a life cycle book. It is the history of ourselves. Thank you,
Great.
Sir Abdul Qadir. Thank you, Sir Kludeep.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Abusami. Thank you very much for your
Thank you, everybody,
fantastic.
in this session. I hope, Sir Abdul Qadir, you can publish this
I will do
information for
so.
all of us.
Before closing, I would like to say a couple of lines about Abusami, Mr. Majhood. Yeah, he is very humble. You have seen the presentation, but I'll tell you what is the success story. So we started Rasco when we had around 400,000 tons production. So 4 lakh tons, 400,000 tons. Then we took a transformation from, if I remember correctly, 2003 to 2009. Okay, so 2010. So that 7-8 years transformation, it turned out to be, can you guess? It's around like a 3.5 million tons.
It is
So it's
4,
from
Sir.
4 million
4
tons.
million, Sir.
It's a 400,000 tons to 4 million tons capacity. Okay, so production. Okay, so and from the revenue side, it's if I exactly remember, it's around 250 to 60 million reals to 3 or 3.54 billion reals, which is another around 1.2 billion dollars at that point of time.
Yes.
The growth, it's like maybe you can imagine. So this is we all fortunate to witness this transformation. And Mahjood Alzahrani is one of the plant manager to involved in all these transformations. So thank you, Alzahrani, for your humble gesture to join us and give a wonderful lecture. So anything you want to ask in feed supply chain, whether it is a procurement, maintenance, manufacturing, anything you talk about into feed milling and floor milling, Alzahrani is the name to call for. So with that,
I am happy. I am happy, and I will be ready always to share you and to join you and to give whatever I have know. I have, with grace of God and with the help of Engineer Abdul Qadir, we work for consultancy for the last 5 years. I work with him in different angles of manufacturing and industrials, and we are ready always to join and to give whatever we know to anyone who wants, from a point of continual learning. And we will never, and again, we will never hide any information which can help the generations. And I really thank Engineer Abdul Qadir. He is always whatever he have, he put it openly and freely, and he just uh, 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 give it without cost, without any cost. The information he have, he give it without cost, and he's just trying uh, to be one of the players worldwide in the world for continual teaching and learning, and he's really doing that for the last 30 years. Thank you, Sir Abdul Qadir. Thank you all the group. Thank you all the engineers, experts, and I am really ready to share any information. Just call me or give me a phone call or send me an email. All this information are available with the India Lab Proisk, and we are ready at any time to join you anywhere via
Thank you.
these
Thank you.
conversations.